Always having high cholesterol is bad. Cholesterol is necessary for the body, but excess cholesterol can be harmful to health as it is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease. A diet high in saturated fat can raise blood cholesterol levels. It is advisable to limit cholesterol intake and increase the consumption of foods rich in antioxidants and fiber. We need to watch our cholesterol level. According to expert sources, almost 60% of the Spanish population between the ages of 35 and 64 exceed acceptable cholesterol levels, calculated at 200 milligrams. These figures are worrying, since cholesterol is one of the main risk factors for cardiovascular diseases, which cause almost 40% of all deaths in Spain. First, you need to differentiate blood cholesterol from food cholesterol. Is having cholesterol always bad? Cholesterol is not always bad, but also necessary, as it is part of the structure of the body's cell membranes. Even more, from this molecule others are manufactured: vitamin D, some hormones and bile acids, of great importance for the body. Almost half of the cholesterol that circulates in the blood is produced by the body itself naturally, and another portion of cholesterol is obtained from food. What does diet have to do with cholesterol level? When we refer to food, we must take into account that the intake of foods rich in saturated fat has more harmful effects than cholesterol itself, although high cholesterol and saturated fat content are often combined, as is the case of animal fats, lamb, butter, pork, sausages, etc. A diet rich in saturated fat can promote the appearance and development of hypercholesterolemia, excess cholesterol, due to the ability of this type of fat to raise blood cholesterol levels. Which foods contain cholesterol? Only foods of animal origin contain cholesterol, among which they stand out viscera meats and sausage cream and butter pastries and pastries, if they contain milk or animal fat and egg as ingredients. However, there are some vegetable fats that also have a great capacity to raise cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Coconut and palm fats, used mainly in pastries and prepared dishes. Recommendations. According to the recommendations of experts, to maintain a healthy diet it is necessary to limit cholesterol intake to less than 300 milligrams per day. You must consume mainly fat from olive oil, and increase the consumption of foods rich in natural antioxidants, plant foods in general, since these antioxidants, especially vitamins and minerals, have the property of reducing or prevent the oxidation of fatty particles and the subsequent accumulation in the walls of the arteries. It is also known that the fiber contained in certain foods, fruits, legumes and seaweed, has the ability to capture certain substances at the intestinal level, for example cholesterol and fat, and to prevent their absorption. In case of high cholesterol, the first measure consists of following a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol, and if it is not possible to reduce cholesterol in this way, it is necessary to resort to the drugs available to reduce it, always accompanied by a diet rich in fruit, vegetables, cereals, legumes and fish. That is to say, with a low fat content. Saturated advices. Having high cholesterol does not mean that you cannot consume any food that contains cholesterol. It is recommended to consume a maximum of 300 milligrams of cholesterol per day. One egg contains around 200 milligrams of cholesterol. To regulate the cholesterol level, it is necessary to maintain a diet rich in antioxidants, fruits and vegetables, as well as low in saturated fat, containing plenty of legumes, cereals, fish, skimmed milk, etc. Source: https://www.pharmaceuticonline.com/menja-cholesterol/ * image generated by Stable Diffusion. An article by Catalina Vidal Ramirez, pharmacist, manager at bio-pharma.es. The information presented in this article is in no way a substitute for the advice of a physician. Any mention in this article of a product does not represent the endorsement of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, for that product.